Hey everyone, and welcome. You know how some dates just feel special? Birthdays, anniversaries. But what if a single day was like a super date for an entire field of science? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. We are diving deep into April 19th, a day that is, no joke, a golden day in the history of mathematics. It is absolutely packed with geniuses who were either born or passed away on this very day. So, let's get right into it.
So, what's the big deal with this one day in April? What really makes it so important? Well, we're about to connect the dots by exploring the incredible, brilliant minds all linked to this exact date. It's going to be a fascinating journey, trust me. All right, first up, let's give a huge birthday shout-out to the brilliant minds who share their birthday on April 19th. These are the mathematical heroes who kicked off their journey on this very special day. So our first birthday hero is Leonida Tonelli, a fantastic Italian mathematician born on April 19th, 1885. He was a true pioneer, and his work would literally go on to shape the way we navigate our entire world. And this is where it gets crazy, because his work impacts you every single day. He was a master of finding the most efficient path between 2 points. His work on something called the calculus of variations is pretty much the secret sauce behind modern navigation. Yep, that's right. It's the core idea that lets Google Maps and your GPS figure out the fastest route. So next time your phone tells you the quickest way to get home, you've got Leonida Tonelli to thank for it.
Okay, let's stick with the theme of math that changed the world. Our next birthday hero is Richard von Mises, born just a couple of years before Tonelli on April 19, 1883. And this guy's work, it quite literally helped us take to the skies.
Richard von Mises was a total genius when it came to understanding how air flows over surfaces. He was an expert in fluid mechanics, which made his work absolutely crucial for designing the very first airplanes. And get this is a great little bit of trivia. He taught the world's very first university course on powered flight. How cool is that?
Next up, we're celebrating someone who didn't just solve equations, he built an incredible, lasting legacy. Let's meet Adegoke Olubummo, a true trailblazer born in Nigeria on April 19, 1923.
Professor Olubummo was the very first Nigerian to become a professor of mathematics. I mean, just stop and think about that achievement for a second. His work went on to inspire the creation of world-class math departments in young universities all across Africa. He became this powerful role model, showing everyone what was possible and really paving the way for generations of STEM students. Just a true inspiration.
All right, now let's shift gears a bit. We're going to take a moment to remember the giants of mathematics who passed away on April 19th. Their work, as you'll see, continues to shape our world long after they're gone.
Let's kick things off with Michael Stifel, a German mathematician who passed away on this day all the way back in 1567. And let me tell you, this guy's ideas were seriously ahead of his time.
Stifel was one of the greatest algebraists of his century, no question. Okay, so get this. He actually came up with logarithms before John Napier, the guy who usually gets all the credit. He developed the idea completely on his own. Without that concept, all the complex calculations we need for modern science would be incredibly slow. Basically, every single calculator you've ever used is built on his foundational idea.
Okay, so from algebra, let's jump over to the world of geometry. We're going to talk about Carl Peterson, a Latvian mathematician who passed away on April 19, 1881. His passion was the absolutely beautiful world of shapes and surfaces.
Ever wonder how they make those insane 3D worlds in video games or those jaw-dropping special effects in movies? Well, you can thank people like Carl Peterson. His work in something called differential geometry provides the exact tools needed to create all those complex, curved surfaces you see everywhere in computer graphics. Our next legend is Ernest Hobson, an English mathematician who died on this day in 1933. And this guy wasn't just some researcher locked away in a room. He was a master communicator who wrote an absolutely game-changing book. See, Hobson's superpower was taking this super complex, cutting-edge math and making it understandable. He wrote the very first book in English on measure theory. Now, why does that matter? Well, because this stuff is the foundation for all the advanced math used in data science, probability theory, and even AI. He pretty much built a bridge that let the entire English-speaking world access these new frontiers of mathematics. And finally, we've got the most recent mathematician on our list, Kenneth Appel, who passed away really recently on April 19, 2013. His work was incredible because it fundamentally changed how we even think about what a mathematical proof is.
The really mind-blowing thing here was the teamwork between humans and a machine.
Appel was on the team that finally proved the famous four-color theorem. That's the idea that you only need four colors to color in any map without any neighboring countries sharing the same color. But here's the twist. They couldn't do it by hand. It was one of the very first major math problems that was proven with the essential help of a computer. That kind of logic is now used everywhere, in things like network optimization and logistics. It really opened up a whole new way of doing math.
So there you have it. We've just jumped through centuries of mathematical history, all connected by one single day, April 19th. But here's the thing. The story of math is far from over. It's an ongoing adventure. I mean, from the GPS in your phone and the airplanes in the sky to AI and video games, the work of these geniuses is all around us. It really makes you think, right? The story is still being written. So I guess the question for you is, what amazing discoveries will your generation be remembered for? What problems are you going to solve?
And on that inspiring note, that's all for this explainer. If you enjoyed this little trip through math history, do me a favor and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more content that makes